Hello, hello. It's Friday, and we've got a great topic for you today. So, I am going to find my Facebook audience. There we go. And Facebook is about to come on. Thank you for those of you joining in from YouTube. And I think we have Facebook on now. So I am live today on both Facebook and YouTube. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give people a few minutes to go on, but it's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday. I like to say Friday, right? And I know some of us have to work tomorrow, but it's always nice for it to be Friday, whether you're off or you're working the next day. It's always nice to have a Friday. So I am going to be sure I get some people on. And I would like to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Some of you I know are joining from all around the world, and I appreciate you for popping in as I share my motivational nuggets for Open Topic Friday. Now, we got a special topic for you. This one actually comes from a Facebook user who suggested the topic. Remember, on Open Topic Fridays, I am actually open. So, what that means is if you got a topic you want me to discuss, send me a message. And that's what Zahra did. Zahra dropped me a note and said, I would like for you to talk about how to maintain concentration. And so, guess what? That's our Friday topic, how to maintain your concentration, right? So, I tell you, there's been a couple of things on Facebook that has changed, and it's really, uh, okay. It is really, really giving me fits here, but there we go. There we go. I think we are good to go. And I was saying that today's topic comes from Zara. She wanted to know, what can you do to maintain your concentration? So that is what this topic is about today. And I appreciate Zara for dropping me a comment and giving me that note. Because I wanted to go on like 9 something this morning, but I was like, no, I put it out. Let me see if anybody has anything they want to talk about. And sure enough, Zara sent me a comment. So thank you, Zara. I will appreciate it. And I know that you will enjoy Zara's topic, right? So hopefully everybody has had a chance to pop on. And if not, you can catch the replay, right? Right? Replays are always good. Because sometimes, I'll listen to other people's Facebook lives. I don't listen to my Facebook live over and over. I may listen to, see if I missed something or how I could have said something else, or I may want to do that topic again. But nah, I don't listen to my Facebook topics over and over. Now, other people's Facebook lives I'll do, because sometimes you miss things, especially if you're not in the moment and just listening, which kind of goes hand in hand with today's topic. How do you concentrate? How do you maintain your concentration? So, as you jump on, do send me a note. Drop me a thumbs up if you like. Drop me from where you're hopping on from. Like I said, I love traveling, and I've got a few more continents to get in. But I know some of you are living on those continents. I'd like to visit Australia. Yes, I'd like to visit. I don't know about the North Pole. I'm not a cold weather type girl at all. Now, I do want to visit Switzerland, some of those places, but the North Pole, that would really test me. So we'll have to really think hard about the test. I'll do Greenland and I'll do Iceland. North Pole, I got to think about that one. And so as you hop on, just drop me a note from whatever country or if you want to tell me what continent you're on. Tell me what continent you're hopping on from. So today's topic from Zara asked, how do you maintain your concentration? It is a really good question. You know, 30, 40 years ago, we didn't have Facebook and YouTube and all these other things and all the social media. So we didn't have as many distractors in our life. when you look at the amount of news that you can get in 40 minutes versus 40 years ago, the amount of news you got in 40 minutes, there's no comparison. There is so many things to distract us, right? Right? How many people are guilty? You're supposed to be at work, and lo and behold, zzz, zzz, your phone buzzes and you reach over and pick that phone up because someone sent you a message and I must check it. I have a message, therefore I must check it, right? And if you do that enough, it just throws off your concentration. It's very difficult to get back on task. Okay. The research says that once you're distracted, it can take up to 25 minutes to get back on task, right? So I used to be a huge believer in multitasking. Yeah, not so much. I had two projects and I was assigned to do both at the same time. It didn't work. To do each topic, I had to dive deep and spend some time concentrating on each topic. And that's when I finally found out the fallacy of multitasking. I cannot multitask on two very deep projects, Shallow, yes, and mothers, no. Yeah, you can multitask shallow because you're cooking dinner, but you've got an ear out for a child in the other room. You're cooking dinner, and all of a sudden it's quiet. You kind of perk up like, oh, let me put a hold on here because I need to go check and see what child or children are doing. That's on a not very deep level, and you can kind of do a couple of things, keep an eye out. We can do that. But when you're talking about going deep, concentrating, working on two deep tasks at the same time, no such thing as multitasking. You can do a couple of things, but you don't really seriously multitask and dive deep. Okay. You can't do it because, again, once you're distracted, it's 25 minutes, up to 25 minutes to get back on topic. So, some people are just have a lot of distractions, and that's why they can't get on topic. For other people, for those of us struggling with anxiety, it is about the fact that there's so many thoughts, zoom, 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 zooming through your mind, and you want to get on topic and you want to concentrate on what you're doing. But if you have anxiety, your brain is constantly saying, hey, this, hey, that, attend to this, look at that, this. And it can get very difficult to concentrate. We have 60, 70,000 thoughts in our mind. And if you have anxiety and you're trying to attend to say even 50 at one time, that can make it difficult to concentrate. Or even if you're trying to concentrate on 10 and work deep on a task, difficult, if not impossible to do. So I understand Zahra's conversation now, her question, her topic about how do I concentrate. Now, I don't know what Zahra's challenges are with concentration. So I decided to do both. Discuss the fact that we don't multitask. You can't go deep and multitask. So that is a myth. For 30 something years, I believed I could multitask, but I found out, no, I can't. If I go deep, I can only go deep on one thing. And then if I want to go deep on that second one, I've got to come up and then go deep on that one because it's just impossible for your brain to split and go deep, very deep on two topics. Okay. And so if you are challenged with anxiety, it can make it a lot harder, right? Just a lot more harder. It's a lot harder to concentrate when you have so many thoughts zooming through. Okay, so the good news is there's several ways you can increase your concentration. But you've got to look at increasing your concentration, just like you look at building your body up. Say you want to run 2 miles, right? If you haven't run in 5 years, I can guarantee you that you're not going to go out and run 2 miles over the next couple of days. If you train today, train tomorrow, and train Sunday, you're not going to be ready to run 2 miles Monday if you haven't run in a long time. Now, you may go out and do that, but your body will protest you on Tuesday when it wakes up and you've got all these pains and all the lactic acid is built up in your muscles. That's what causes those sore muscles. Yeah, your body's going to be screaming at you like, what were you thinking? Okay. So when you're talking about building up your concentration, you have got to think about training your brain, much like you train for, say, a marathon or 3K run or 5K run or a 10K run. You got to start slowly and you got to build up to the level. Okay. Couple of ways to do that. Okay. So If you're really, really plagued by distractions, like your cell phone buzzes in it, or it tweets when you've got a Twitter, Twitter message that comes in, and Facebook comes in and gives you another sound. So personally, what I did is I turned all of those off. I am not notified when I get a tweet. I am not notified when someone sends me a message on Facebook. I am not notified when there's a new status on Facebook, because what I found is I couldn't do it. I couldn't go deep and have the ring from Facebook and the tweet from Twitter and the buzz from messages and the Instagram. No. So I made a decision, turn it off like nothing. And so what I found though is when I turn off the messages, I even cut off messages so that at the top of my phone it says you got a message. I turned that off too, but what I found out is I was missing a lot of messages from my family, and by the time I looked at my phone, there'd be like 30 messages, and people are like, "What's okay?" So I am notified if I look at the phone. I know I have a message, and I think I put it back on buzz because I was missing so much from my family. But all the rest of my social media, I don't get an auditory notification that there is something. So, if you look at my Facebook message, yeah, it says it takes you about 4 hours. It may take that because I'm not attending to that, because oftentimes I need to go deep, right? So that is one thing. Manage your social media. Manage how you're getting notified. You have control over that. Now, they love to do this. As soon as you buy that new phone, they got everything and I would be in a meeting and my phone would buzz and ring and tweet. I was like, I don't know how to stop it. Oh my gosh, I'm in a meeting. So I just turned all of those things off. Now, once you turn them off, you should be pretty good. But I'm noticing that when they do those updates, they're turning that stuff back on. I don't like that. So I go back and I figure out how to turn it right back off. I turn everything off except for a ringer and a notification that I have a message. And then when I'm going deep, like I forgot to do for this. Oops. Let's see. Did I probably did not turn off. Yep, I did not. I typically turn off the ring the message on my phone because I don't like the buzz when I'm doing Facebook Live, or I'm on YouTube Live. So, and sometimes you'll still hear things because I am very much in my calendar and I have all kind of notices and whatnot. But when I need to go deep, turn them off. Manage your social media. That is the first thing you should look at doing. Okay, so I have a little game that I play with myself because I do, I run my business through Facebook, and I get, potential clients. See, my clients on Facebook, so I can't turn it off completely. So what I do is when I have a task that I need to go deep on, I reward myself. You've got to finish this task before you can check Facebook, right? So if I want to check Facebook, I got to finish the task that I'm doing. Absolutely, I do that. Okay. Or if you got like short tasks and so you're checking every 5 minutes because you're finished, what you can do is say, I'm going to work for 20 minutes. I'm not going to check any social media for 20 minutes. Set a timer for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes of working, reward yourself by checking your social media if that's your thing, right? Or if it's phone calls coming in, work for 20 minutes and then check your messages, because you can reward yourself by checking your messages. And you can get some work done. And 20 minutes is like if you really have issues concentrating, that's the number that you're going to start off with. 20 minutes. If you really, really have problems, you may want to start off with 10 minutes. Work for 10 minutes, reward yourself for 2 minutes, work for 10 minutes, reward yourself for 2 minutes, right? And you can do that pattern for about a week. And after a week, because remember, you're training your brain much like you would train for a marathon or a 10K, right? So the second week, you're going to up that from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. Work for 20 minutes, reward yourself for two. So you're only ever going to reward yourself for 2 minutes because that's all you need. Because you need to get your 2 minutes in, get your fix in, right? Get your social media fix in, get your phone fix in, or get your snack fix in. Whatever that fix is, it's 2 minutes. That's all you get. And then you go deep again, right? And so what that looks like is week one, if you have to start off with 10 because you really have concentration problems, work for 10 minutes, take a 2-minute break. We're in, you check your social media if that's your thing, check your messages, your phone calls, right? Then after 2 minutes are up, you go right back and you work another 10. Break for 2 minutes, work 10, break for 2 minutes. Do that for the entire week. Then week two, you up that to 20 minutes. You're going to work 20 minutes and reward yourself for 2. No, you don't get 4 minutes, all right? Just because you're upped it to 20. That's not how that works, okay? So work for 20 minutes, reward yourself for those 2 minutes. Work 20 minutes, reward yourself. In an hour's time, you would have got a little over an hour's time. You've got an hour's worth of work done in only 6 minutes of distractions or interrupt time, which is great. That's an hour's worth of work, and you've only been distracted for 6 minutes. And you guessed it, week 3, you want to up that to 30 minutes, 2 minutes. No, you don't get 6 minutes just because you up to 30 minutes. That's not how we're playing this game here, right? Okay. So, yes, so you want to do that 30. So you want to go all the way up to about 45 minutes and then cap it. Typically, 45 minutes, if you work a full solid 45 minutes, you do need a break. You're going to need a 5 to 10 minute break because our capacity at that point, you want to stop, cut off what you're doing, get a nice break. If you can take a walk, drink you some water, and while you're doing that, get your social media fix in. That your brain needs that break so it can go back and work 45 more minutes. So the top is 45 minutes. Anything beyond that, you start to kind of lose a little brain power because then you're not resting. Your brain needs rest just like your body needs rest, right? And so, but it's a great thing if you work 45 minutes, right? And you take a 10-minute break, cool. Because 10 or 15 minutes, go for a walk. What I like to do is reward myself. I actually have a Kindle and I walk for 15 minutes and I read my Kindle at the same time. But yes, I giganticize the letters so I can actually see and read and walk at the same time so I'm not bumping into people. But that's my reward. On the way out, I'm checking anything, messages that I need to check. Then I grab my Kindle and I read and I walk. That's a full break that gives my mind a break from the task I was on. Very important to get those breaks in. So that is one method of training your brain to increase concentration, right? So another thing that you can do that works really well is meditation. Meditation is really, really good because you start off small. So if you don't meditate at all, or you haven't meditated like 2 3 years, you don't want to say, I'm going to meditate for an hour. No, you still got to train up to it. Start off 5 10 minutes of meditation. Okay. You can go out on YouTube, you can Google, and there's a variety of ways to meditate. Okay. Some people pray. That is their meditation. They pray and meditate. That works for you. Go for it. But again, if you're not used to doing it, don't start off with a whole hour. Set yourself up for success. Start off with 5 10 minutes and you got it. Each week, bounce up. Don't, go from 5 minutes to 10, 10 to 15, 10 to 20, 20 to 25. Each week, increase it. And before you know it, you'll actually be meditating, right? Just meditate for an hour. But you got to train up to it. Yeah, some of us do meditate like this. Some of us meditate like this. Whatever your choice is, it works. That's what's important. It works for you, right? The other thing that is great to improve your concentration is mindfulness. Now, I tend to teach my clients, bump my camera there. I teach my clients to start mindfulness based on the breathing, the breathing that I teach them to do. It is really great. You can start off by breathing. I teach my clients to start with 2 minutes of breathing or 10 breaths. Deep breaths from the diaphragm, right? If you do that for 10 minutes, right, you just breathe in. That's one breath. You do that 10 times or for 2 minutes, and it's a nice mindful break. When you're practicing mindfulness, what you're doing is you're concentrating on one thing. In the case that I teach my clients, I teach them to feel their breath, to concentrate on their breath, which is why hopefully you heard me do the shh sound out because you can follow that sound. And for me, it is very comfortable. I mean, even with that one breath, my shoulders automatically fell because it's very relaxing and very comforting. But start with 2 minutes if you're new to this. Go up to 5, then 10, then 20, and you can get to 15, 20, 30 minutes of mindfulness. What you're doing is training your brain a little at a time. And in that training of your brain, be it meditation, mindfulness, or what they call the Pomodoro method, where you're working up to concentrating on your task 45 minutes and then getting a break, all of those things increase your concentration. You will be able to stay on task, and it's a lot easier to do. The final thing that's actually good for concentration is exercise, right? Don't go, exercise. No, exercise is good. Yes, it's good. Exercise is as good for your brain as it is the rest of your body. It truly is. Research bears that out. It's not just to get your body, make your body healthy, but it also helps your brain to be healthy, right? Because we release, you release toxins when you perspire or sweat, however you want to say that. Then you get the endorphins that make you feel good. But again, if you hadn't exercised in 1, 2, 3 years, you can't go out and walk a mile and think it's going to be okay. I mean, you can do that, but your body's gonna hate you the next morning because it's gonna be really sore. Now, if you're in pretty good shape and you're already exercising, sure, you're gonna be able to run a mile or walk a mile or wherever your exercise routine is. But if you're new to exercise, take your time. Take your time. Build up. Remember, we build our bodies up to exercise and we build our minds up to concentrate by taking it in small chunks and doing a little at a time. So, those are my motivational nuggets for you, for those of you who want to concentrate. Now, if this resonated with you and you really like to discuss it more, if you're having problems either with anxiety and you're trying to figure out how to manage that so you can do your job, or if anxiety is ruining your relationships or ruining your lifestyle, I dropped my email. Send me an email. Just send me an email. I get in contact with you and we'll set you up for a free coaching consultation, right? Absolutely free. We pick one topic and then I coach you on that topic and then get you figure out where you're stuck, where you want to go, and figure out what's the best plan to get you there. Okay. Now, I do my coaching sessions either by phone if you're in the United States and Canada. I'll call Canada as well. But if you're outside of Canada and the United States, then I do coaching on Zoom, which is, and it's with video or without video. Typically, I do without video because that's what most people prefer for their free coaching session. Or I will also use Skype, and that can also be done without video if you prefer. Or I will call you on WhatsApp. And so on WhatsApp, you will need to be sure that you download the app, register, put your phone number in there, and then I'll give you my phone number and we'll pop up and I'll call you at the point in time that you set up your appointment for, and then you get a free coaching session, right? It's just that easy. Thanks everybody for watching. Remember, meditate, practice mindfulness, be your meditation here or your meditation is here. The Pomodoro method, but don't go for 45 minutes first. If you're really struggling, start 5 or 10 minutes. Build up, right? Manage your social media. For some people, they say put the phone in the other room. That's what my business coach told me. I really do admire her, but I hadn't got that far yet. I do, however, turn off all my notifications. I put my phone on vibrate so that I can go down deep and concentrate on what I need to do. These are all methods. Pick one that's best for you. When you, for those of you who are listening, drop in the comments which one of these you think you're going to try and how you think it's going to work for you. If you catch the replay, tell me which one of these you're going to try. Or if you do all of these already, which one is the best for you, right? I find what's best for me is the spending time completing a task and then rewarding myself, right? I will even reward myself by going to the restroom. I'm going to finish my task first before I'm interrupted to use the restroom, drink my water, get a snack, and all that kind of stuff. That's the one that works for me. In deep tasks where I don't want to be bothered, then I put the phone to the side. I turn it over. So if it does light up telling me I got a message, I never see it because my phone is turned over. So these are all ways that you can use to increase concentration. They work at your job as well as they do in your home life, right? That's my truth. Those are my motivational nuggets. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great weekend.